Hello and welcome back to Sports Talk with Dane Peters. It's Tuesday, September 13th. We're going to start out with the Raiders game. And should have Tim Tebow started to the loss against the Raiders? Well, I definitely think he should have started. It's the type of game he can win. He's a fast-paced offense, and he'll be sitting there talking trash to defenders. And it was his game. Kyle Orton, he should have definitely been second string, but Tim Tebow, if he was playing, I think they could have won that game. Let's talk about Tom Brady and his game. He passed for 517 yards. That's a franchise record. And on one of those plays, it was a 99-yard touchdown to Wes Welker. It was a really great game, but once again, they're playing the Dolphins, who could hardly get any pressure on him. Still, not a really big fan of him, but great game. And another question in from Matt here. He asked if Cam Newton's performance was a bluff, or is it going to keep on progressing like he had that game? It was a great game, and I think people don't see his passing ability in college. It wasn't completely there, but he only had 5 weeks to work, so it was a great game. It's not a bluff, I don't think, but I don't see him passing for more than 400 yards again. Maybe I could see him passing 3 or 4 games, 250 plus. I think he'll average around 250 yards a game. He's going to be looking for Steve Smith a lot. And they're having a comparison between LeBron James and Tony Romo, fourth quarter fumble. Tony Romo, basketball and football are two different sports. Basketball, you can turn it around with one shot, and football, you can do the same, but usually you can't throw for a touchdown on one pass the whole drive. But, I think LeBron showed in his past he can be clutch. Tony Romo, not quite yet. He really fumbled in the fourth quarter. We all know LeBron James didn't do that great in the finals. But, LeBron showed, the previous two playoff games against the Celtics and the Bulls that he can dominate in the fourth quarter. And I just think he had a bad mindset in the finals against the Mavericks. Tony Romo, if he doesn't get a win these next two starts, I say boot him. Red Sox Warriors, next question. 3 games ahead of Tampa Bay for the lead. For the wild card lead. They need to put their pitching staff together. They're getting hits. They got a power stacked lineup. But ever since Josh Beckett went out, it's not looking too good. John Lester's about their only player on the team. And for the Cy Young, everybody knows Justin Verlander's going to win. He could have probably horrible start to the rest of the season. He'd still win. He's looking for his 23rd win tonight. And I think he's got it under control. MVP for the National League. A lot of people are thinking Jose Bautista, Jacoby Ellsbury, Adrian Gonzalez, Curtis Granderson. I'm going with Curtis Granderson there. American League, I'm sorry. That was the American League. National League, I don't know. There's a lot of power, but I think most of the fans are going with Jose Bautista. He's shown he can hit for power for the last 2 seasons, and I think he'll keep it up. And finally, college football. Biggest game, I think, of the season is going to be Oklahoma, ranked number 1 against FSU, number 5. I think I'm going to see... I want FSU to win, but in reality, I think Oklahoma's going to pull it off, and they're going to lose by 14. I think the final score, they're a high-powered offense. I think the final score will be, 38-28. And that's all for today. If you have questions, you can email me at danepeters@rocketmail.com.